How fit can I get after a month's worth of exercise?
Yeah.
So I didn't actually start recording this until the second week. So I'm going to give you a quick summary of how my first week went and some of the things that I did. So on Sunday is going to be my rest day. I'm not going to exercise on Sunday. That's going to be all for recovery. Other than that, I'm going to exercise every single day. The first day, day one on Monday, I ran outdoors for 30 minutes. It was pretty slow. It was just to get a baseline. Turns out I ran a 5K in about 29 minutes. Pretty bad. On Tuesday, I biked outdoors for 35 minutes. On Wednesday, I ran in the treadmill for 2.5 miles. On Thursday, I biked outdoors for 10 miles. That was a good ride. On Friday, I walked outdoors. My brother was in town, so I didn't go on a run. I just went on a walk. He didn't bring his running shoes. That's why we were walking. And it was just a really good opportunity to catch up with him. It was nice and casual. It was a good experience, and we had a good time. Then on Saturday, I biked outdoors again, and I biked for an hour. Alright, it's early in the morning. It's first official day of filming. Not gonna do anything too crazy though. I'm just heading to the pool. Alright, so I just got out of the pool about 10-15 minutes ago. Showered, got ready for the day. I'm about to head to school, but I wanted to give a little update of where I was at. I swam 800 meters. My watch is kind of lying about. I don't know if you can see that. It says I swam 725. That's user error. That was not my watch's fault. I hit the button a couple of times at the wrong time. I kicked when I should have done drills, and ultimately that just changed what my distance read. But I did 800 meters. With the 725 that it lists, it says that my pace was 2 minutes per 100. Was quite slow. I was hoping that number would be closer to 140 instead of 2 and 140 on the high end of what I was wanting to do. So that's a little bit disappointing. I didn't film the strokes just because I wasn't sure if I was allowed. I asked afterwards, and ultimately I think it's going to be fine. Hopefully the next swim will be filmed. That way you can at least see a few of my strokes. Alright, so funny story. Last night I go outside to get my bike ready, and there's a flat. Let me just show you this. I don't know if you can see this right here, but see that crack? Yeah, that went all the way through, but it ultimately means that I will not be going on a bike ride this morning. So instead, I'm about to head out on a run. Just wrapping up. Mile and a half, 179. Just hovering around that. Pace 10.25. Not too shabby. Good recovery. Pretty short. Less than 15 minutes. Should be good. Alright friends, so it is just after 5 in the morning and I'm about to start my run. My bike is still out of commission, so this is ultimately what I'm going to be doing. But I did start a new program on my watch where I'm going to try and get down from my 29 minutes to a 22-minute 5K by the beginning of November. I can just show you what it's going to be today. It's going to be a 2-minute warm-up, 5-minute run, oh, there it goes, and a 2-minute cool down. And the whole point of it is just a benchmark run. It's just to get an idea of where I'm at before we end up actually doing the hard stuff. Let's go and get this done. Workout complete. Alright, adjusted max heart rate, 193. Nearly a mile, time 9 minutes. All in all, not too bad. So I think I still have a lot of work to do, but it's a good start. It's a good start to getting done what I need to get done. Alright, so it is about 6:30 in the morning. Actually, it's 6:30 on the dot, and I'm just about to head into the pool. I'm going to try and record strokes. I might actually chicken out and not even ask if I can record. I'm a little shy when it comes to that, but we'll see. I'll ask and see if they say yes, and if they say yes, you'll see a few strokes. All right, have a good one. Bye. So I just finished up my swim and I'm ready for school. Average pace was 156, which is average moving pace, that is. 40 minutes of swim time to do that. Pretty good. 5-minute warm up, about a 9-minute pace for 20 minutes, and then a 5-minute cool down. Let's get to it. All right, I'm about a quarter of the way done on this, so to speak, easy run. It's by no means easy. I'm just trying to keep up with the pace the watch is set for me, and I'm not that fast yet. All right, bye. Okay, so I just finished up the run. It took me just over half an hour, a bit faster than last time I did this run, but still have a lot of work to do. The watch said it was supposed to be easy, but it's not easy. So you can tell I'm sweating pretty bad, but that's it. Bye. Okay, so today was supposed to be a longer run. I decided against that, mostly because I got the tire fixed again, which means that I was on the bike. I set up my trainer and rode on the bike, and I was only going for the heart rate. I have no clue how far that would have been, except for the fact that I kept the heart rate light. It was a recovery ride. And then I did transition into a run. I kept that nice and easy, nice and short. It was not nearly as long as it was supposed to be based off of the workout, but I just mentally wasn't feeling it today. And I think with as hard as I've been going the past couple of weeks, I think that's reasonable. So I'm treating today as a recovery day, recovery ride, recovery run, nothing too difficult. And tomorrow I won't do anything because it's Sunday and I don't do vigorous exercise on Sunday. So that's how this morning went. All right, have a good one. Bye. I'll be honest, I didn't really want to get up this morning to come out here. It's 6 in the morning, which isn't bad, but I woke up at 5:30 and I just didn't want to do it. So it took me half an hour to get out here. And then I'm planning on going on a bike ride after this. We'll have to see if I want to still do it after this run. But just during the warm up, I'll tell you quickly what I'm doing. 5 minutes warm up. 30 to 40 minutes of a pace between 8:35 to 9:35, and then 5 minutes cool down. So I just finished up the main set, which I'm actually breathing pretty heavy, but it felt pretty good. I think I do feel good enough to go on a bike. And the perk of it being Labor Day is that I can start a little later and there's more light. So I think I will hop on the bike. We'll see. Bye. I'm just about to hop on the bike. I won't record very much of it because I think the wind's gonna be pretty rough, at least when I'm riding, but that's my bike, sort of. Should be fun. Let's get this. Alright, so I just went 5 miles, about 20 minutes, just a little over that, but my focus was on heart rate rather than speed, so goal is to keep it in low aerobic activity. I think I did that, but alright, bye. Alright, good morning friends. It's just about 6:30 in the morning and I'm heading to the pool. Record a few strokes for you guys if I can. Workout today is pretty simple. 200 warm up, 100 drill, and then 3 100s on an interval. I think the interval that I want to try and hit is 140, which is pretty slow, but I'm slow right now, so I need to start somewhere. And then after that, it's just a 200 cooldown. Pretty straightforward stuff. Alright, just finished up the swim, about to head to class. Felt pretty weak, but it's fine. I just want to get faster. And my 100 pace is like 155 at an all-out sprint. So that's not the most pleasant feeling in the world. Eventually my heart will get better and I will hopefully get faster. Alright, so today's run is pretty simple. 10-minute warm-up. 10 to 15 minute run at a pretty fast pace for me, at least. 7:45 to 8:05. I mean, I know that's slow, but for right now that feels really fast. And then the 10-minute cooldown. Okay, so that main set started so much better than I thought it would. Finished so much worse than I thought it would. I'm on my way back now. See you after the run. Alright, I'm just getting back. Cooldown's just finishing up. I started out too fast, actually. Watch told me to slow down a few times. It only told me to pick up my speed once, so I guess I can be proud of that. But I was pushing really hard, so I don't know if it's something to be too proud of. Alright, so I'm about to go on my run, but my run is going to be with a group of friends at school, so I'm not going to record. But I'll share my details from the run with you. Alright, so I just did the Bulldog Mile, or at least it's close to a mile. It's a little shorter than a mile, but I did it 3 times. It's called the Bulldog Mile because it's supposed to look like a bulldog when you look at it on a map. Yeah, pretty good. Went a little hard. My heart rate's still high. It's a little warm, but it was still a good run. Not too shabby. Maintained the pace that I wanted. Started really easy and then it felt really hard near the end, but that's how it goes sometimes. Going to the pool, I'm a little late actually. I wanted to be there at 6:30. It's 6:37, but today I'm gonna do something a little different. I'm just gonna swim, and when I say that, I'm just gonna hop in the water, swim slow, and swim for as far as I can go. I'll probably stop at 1,000 meters if I haven't stopped by then, but that's the game plan. So that was a pretty good swim. I did 750 straight. Well, I took a rest at 750, and then I ended up swimming another 250 to get to the 1,000 mark. The 750 time was at 15:23, which I think is decent. Yeah, pretty good swim. Time to have a pretty good day. Hi, good morning. It's almost 7 in the morning. A nice little Saturday long run. So 5 minutes warm up, about 40 to 50 minutes, and running a pace of about 8:35 to 9:35, and then 5-minute cooldown. So let's get to it. Alright, so the warm-up is just wrapping up, but I'll be honest, I don't feel warm yet. It's kind of cold this morning, and 5 minutes doesn't seem like it was enough. Alright, time to pick up the pace. Alright, so I'm just over halfway done with the main set. There's one thing for sure. I'm not cold anymore. Holy cow. Okay, I just started my cooldown. Average pace about 9 minutes per mile. 40 minutes on that main set. And then 10 minutes total of warm-up cooldown. Alright, bye. Alright, just finished up the run. I went pretty well, I think, actually. I mean, for an easy run, it's not easy. I don't know how to run easy, apparently. But besides that, pretty good. Tomorrow, Sunday, it's a rest day. I won't do anything on Sundays. And then Monday I'm going swimming again. That should be good. Alright, good morning. Decided against swimming today after the rest day. Mostly just because I have some readings that are pretty important to get done before class, and swimming would have taken too much time. It is a little colder this morning, so the one next up is I am wearing a long sleeve light jacket. We'll see if I get too hot. But I am just doing the normal easy run. 5 minutes warm up, 20 minutes at the 9-minute pace, and then 5 minutes cool down. Alright, I know you can't see me. It's still dark. Well, I'm about halfway done with the main set. And the jacket, bad idea. 5 minutes cool down is all that I have left now. Maintain the 9-minute pace pretty solid. I got used to the jacket eventually. Alright, that's it for this one. Bye. Alright, I'm just walking to my car and then I'm gonna run for about an hour. Super light today. I was gonna swim this morning again, just class ratings came first. And so now I'm taking my opportunity to run. And but I'm running heavy tomorrow, so today's gonna be super light. And yeah, that's just about it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. I'm gonna swim Thursday and Friday instead. That way I still get two. Alright, I lied. I didn't go for an hour, I went for half an hour. And I still didn't go very easy. I just went slow. Alright, good morning, friends. 10-minute warm up, 10-minute cool down, but the in-between part is goal, race pace repeats, which means I will be running about 7-minute pace for 600 meters and then a 400 meter recovery run. Just nothing too difficult on the recovery, but it's been a long time since I've ran a 7-minute pace. And to do that 4 times for 2.5 minutes, that's really gonna stink. Okay, so I just finished the last speed part of it, and I'm on the last recovery jog. That hurt a bit. I didn't do very good at keeping the pace. I would be way too fast for the majority of the time, and then I was too slow one time, but I was afraid of being too slow, so I just kept going way too fast. Anyways, I'm pretty drained after that. Hopefully it makes me faster. That's the whole point of this workout, is get an idea of how fast you need to run to meet your goal time. Alright, friends, it's swimming time. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna figure it out. Pretty simple swim today. 400 warm up and then 4 100s with the 15-second rest. I was gonna do 8 and then time restraints and also physical restraints, meaning I got tired, kept me from doing that. And then I did a 200 cool down. All right, friends, 2 things I want to say today. First thing is I'm about to go swimming. It's 6:40 in the morning. What I am doing today is a time trial. 750 meters. I'm just gonna swim it as fast as I can. After that, I might swim a bit more, but I'm not expecting to swim much more than 750 meters. The whole point of today is see what my time is compared to what it was about 3 weeks ago. And so that's the first thing that I'm doing today. The second thing I'm doing today is a run. Those are the 2 things that I'm gonna focus on. Time trial for the swim, light, easy run later this afternoon. As far as the swim goes too, I'm not going to be recording my stroke today. Alright, so I just finished the swim, ready for school for the day. I'll do my run after school, but ultimately, I did the swim in 14:20, about a minute faster than when I did it last week. I think that's a pretty big improvement since the beginning of this whole plan. Alright, just did a quick little run. Nothing crazy to report. It was just a standard easy run, 9-minute pace. I did skip the warm-up and cool down though. But I'm just walking back to my car now. I'm just at the school, that's why I didn't do any recording before, during, or after. Well, I guess this is after, but alright, peace. Today is Saturday, the last workout before I've done 4 weeks straight, which means today is a time trial. I'm running a mile, run a mile as fast as I can. I'm not feeling the best this morning. I didn't really want to get up and get out here, but a deal is a deal. You gotta do this. So, let's get to it. Okay, so I just finished the mile and I totally messed up the watch. I ran the mile during the rest interval before the mile was supposed to start. So, 7:06 was my mile time, but then I ran a bit more and then I realized after, I was like, oh, now the mile's supposed to start. Now I'm on the cool down. Alright, so I'm just out here on a short little walk at the end of this first month of consistent, committed exercise. And I just wanted to reflect on a few thoughts and share a couple of things that I learned from this month that I just thought was insightful and think you ought to hear. 3 lessons. Lesson number 1 is just get started. Exercise isn't easy, and honestly that was the biggest barrier for me to overcome. I'm in law school, and I just kept telling myself, oh, I'll exercise after the bar. Oh, I'll exercise after law school. Oh, once I'm an attorney, I'll be easy. But if I don't start now, then, well, if I'm not willing to really start now, am I going to be willing to start then? And that was the biggest thing that I had to keep telling myself. So that's lesson number 1. Lesson number 2 is once you get started, you have to stay consistent. So there's this whole thing about developing habits, right? How easy it is to break a habit and how difficult it is to maintain a habit. Exercise is one of those things where you have to be consistent to maintain. So that's lesson number 2. Lesson number 3 is it's not easy. I wake up at 5 or earlier to exercise in the morning. And some people do it even earlier than that. So it's not an easy thing to do. It's definitely a lifestyle change, and it's something that you have to adopt and adapt to. But it's so worth it because the benefits that exercise will do for you as far as living a long life and living a happier, more fulfilled life, it's a big deal. So those are my 3 lessons. Start, be consistent, and know that it's going to be hard, but don't get discouraged by how difficult it's going to be. All right, that's it for this. Now it's time to see the results.